It's brewed. It sits in the warehouse.
Right.
Then it goes to the distributor. It gets shipped. It sits in the warehouse with the distributor, and then it goes to the store and it sits for a couple more days. You're talking a couple weeks by the time it's done, and it's not. They don't last forever.
Problem with I'm sorry, but the problem with this whole thing is that it is, and a million people that brew beer are going to tell me that I'm crazy, but I've been drinking beer since Milwaukee's Best was cool. You know what I mean? And this is a fad. And if someone was telling me it's not, I'm going to say you're lying.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, are you in the craft brews now? Or is that?
That's what I was gonna ask you, Caleb. I've been going through your refrigerator in the garage. I can't find no Natty Light in there.
I actually knew you were coming, and I put some Coors Light because I knew I would drink it if you didn't drink it all.
Who the hell drinks Coors Light, man? I want Natty Light, man.
Well,
you could bring your own.
Well, Lou Bob thought craft beers meant that you do scrapbooking while you drink.
Wait, was I invited? I thought I was invited.
I didn't.
I was
remember
invited.
I didn't remember.
I thought when you invite someone, you're supposed to be a gracious host.
We are gracious. Have a beer out there, dude. There's only a certain beer you'll drink.
Did I miss the beer call?
You missed, yeah. Well, you were doing a load of laundry outside, dude. Come on.
I regret this decision.
You
Listen,
should.
just make sure he doesn't.
You should.
Keep the mic off. Just keep your hand on that trigger over there.
I really regret this, guy.
It's all right. We love the guy, man. Lou Bob, listen, just relax. We'll get some Natty Light later. We only got a couple hours.
I'll have someone bring some for you.
There we go.
All right, so let's get into what we do at the end of every first segment, guys, and that is the badass of the week. Dun 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 dun. Badass of the week. Badass of the week. Yeah. All right.
That always sounds so bad.
Yeah. Really? I thought we did better.
We need to create a.
We need to
mix it up a little bit.
We need to lead
actually,
in for that one.
Yeah, actually add some music to it so it hides our voices a little bit.
Yeah.
That's
put a couple echoes in there.
Yeah,
we'll figure something out.
We should probably what do you call it? That auto tune it.
Yeah. I'll work on that.
It worked for Black Eyed Peas.
Hey, it works for a
and
lot.
Everyone else.
Yeah, and everyone else.
I think Cher was one of the first to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, she was.
Do you believe in life after love?
It's not working for you right now.
That was
spot on.
I thought that was pretty good.
Spot on.
I think I could probably get you a job if you don't mind putting on a pair of heels, dude.
I think it was definitely more feminine than Cher, but
oh yeah.
So.
Well, I think we're all more feminine than Cher.
I think so. Even with the beards.
She had a penis.
Oh,
she did.
Had.
Her and Jamie Lee Curtis used to 69, but they were both had penises in their mouth.
That's weird. What's the story, man? Please,
I'm surprised.
please,
Where was your preemptive no for that one, King?
Sorry.
It happened too fast.
I'm not even drunk yet. That was just bad.
It happened too fast.
Last week we talked about how you could get a 10% partnership in the Mexican place if you ate
I remember this. Yeah.
What was it? A 30 pound burrito?
30 pound burrito.
30 pound burrito. Matt Megatone Stoney in the news. This is a guy who just won the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Championship. Yeah. In the news because he crushed the previous world pasta eating record by eating 10 pounds of pasta in 8 minutes.
Oh, I was about to say 10 pounds isn't that much. I could probably do that, but not in 8 minutes.
Dude, the Olive Garden's got to be like, no, we're closed,
we're closed
man.
today.
Sorry, dude. All you can eat. He'd be like, yeah, keep the salad and breadsticks to the side. I want 10 pounds of pasta here right now.
Matt Stoney shattered.
You know that big bowl you bring the salad in? Just fill it with pasta.
Matt Stoney shattered the record. The previous record was 6.23 pounds consumed in 10 minutes. But that record was completely obliterated. This is at Martirado's Masters World Pasta Eating Championship. It was just about a week ago, October 17th.
That's awesome.
I got a theory on Matt
Props
Stoney.
off.
His last name's Stoney, which makes you think of maybe, say, like marijuana, right? Maybe that's his secret. Maybe, and isn't he from Colorado? I remember thinking one time that I'd seen that he was actually from Colorado on one of the nation's things. I think his deal is the reason why he eats so much is he just gets really, really big beforehand. He gets the munchies, something fierce, and he's like, "Yeah, more pasta, please." Dude. You know what I mean? He doesn't even know. He doesn't even.
He's
know
a pretty thin guy too. When you look at him,
of course he is. They all are.
Yeah. So, I guess maybe it would help to get high because. At some point, you got to get past what they call that wall. They refer to it as a wall.
I've never seen it.
You never hit the wall when you're eating?
No. Talking about the movie?
No. You can just keep eating and eating and eating?
Yeah.
You don't hit a wall?
No.
No, really?
Really? Are you just kidding around or you don't?
Not usually. I have before, but no. Usually I can just keep going.
I see lap band in your future. I'm sorry, dude. That's horrible.
I see an extra large Columbia shirt in your future.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Extra large?
Come on. Large, maybe. Let's not get crazy.
Why? Why is medium really big? Or
Well,
something?
large is for guys that are 230 pounds.
Oh, okay. That's
No, I'm 240 and I wear a medium.
How the hell are you wearing a medium? I'm buying a Columbia large, and I'm down to 220.
Depends on the shirt. Actually, some of them are the medium's a little small. Some of them
So you're wearing a Columbia medium?
just medium. Yeah.
Or a slurge?
Large.
I'm large?
Large.
It's
You know
a
what?
large.
You know what I'm going to start wearing instead of like trying to keep my shirts tight around my arms so they might make my biceps look big. I think what I'm going to start wearing is those things that Dog the Bounty Hunter wears. I'm going to get some of
the
those.
bands?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
With
going
the
to get
tassels on 'em?
some bands. So I'll be like, there's a bicep sort of there. If I tighten the band, it gets bigger.
Well, see, here's the thing.
and I can do heroin. So.
There- There's a bicep there, but I just have to keep it ratcheted down.
Yeah, I think might explode and kill somebody up in this piece.
Every time you shake someone's hand, you're going to be like, go God.
Stop doing ice. Go again.
Go God. And then you can drop M-bombs whenever. Oh, wait,
No,
that didn't
no,
work out
yeah.
too well.
No. He got his job back. He's the only guy that's ever happened to, man.
Yeah, how come it's okay
don't
for Dog
know.
the Bounty Hunter to drop N-bombs but not
Because
Paula
he's
Deen?
going with God, I guess. I
So
don't
an
know.
old crazy Southern woman
Right.
can't do it.
She loses her job, gone.
But Dog the Bounty
Michael
Hunter.
Richards says it, gone.
But Dog
like-
the Bounty Hunter, who's like a total convicted felon scumbag that has his own reality show.
Maybe that's why. Maybe because he's been in prison and that's okay, you know.
Yeah, people don't expect anything better from him. That's probably why.
But you're going to expect
Oh,
something
it's tough.
No,
better
he
from him.
lost his gig. It was gone, and then it came back.
Right.
He didn't have that show for a little while. They canceled him, and then he got it back.
But you're going to expect something
it's
better
not
from
that good
an
of a show.
old coot Southern lady
Yeah.
that's been poisoning people with like 4 pounds of butter in every slice of anything. For the
You
last,
call it poison. I call it delicious.
Well, says the guy that wears them large. Columbia shirt.
Hey, I'm not full large yet, buddy.
What was her name? Something Dean? Paula
Paula
Dean?
Deen.
Paula
Paula
Deen.
Yeah, that's right. Is she related to Jimmy Dean?
I don't
No.
know. I think
Makes
No, it's
sense.
spelled different though.
Oh,
is it?
she's two
Yeah,
E's?
it's DEEN.
Ah, two
Yeah.
E's. Yeah.
Guys, we're going to jump to a commercial break. When we get
What?
back, oh yeah, that's that
I'm
time.
sorry, man. I'm going.
When we get back, a San Fran principal holding back a student election over diversity concerns. Want to talk about that?
Oh, God.
Lindsay Lohan has proudly announced. Is it Lohan or Lohan?
doesn't matter.
No. But will if she becomes president because she wants to run for president in 2020 and actually compared herself to Gandhi. Stay with us, Craniacs. We'll get into all that and much more when we get back.
Have you been minding your own business, only to have your day or evening ruined by a dirty animal? Well, at Bitch Be Gone Animal Control, we're here to ensure these pests won't bother you no more. We use top-of-the-line traps and hunting techniques to capture our prey so that you can get on with your day. Here's our boys in action.
Look at that. This one's been way overfed, Jimmy. Why don't you lay down that banana pudding trap? That's it. That's it now. A little closer. A little closer now. Oh, she bit me on the nipple. Get it. Got you, bitch.
Hey, what are you doing? Where are you taking me?
Sorry, ma'am. We got called about you pestering these gentlemen. We're just doing our job.
At Bitch Be Gone Animal Control, we guarantee to capture every sort of creature that may be invading your personal space. Give us a call at 555-GET-UGLY, and we'll come and rescue you from those pesky varmints. Here's our boys again on another successful rescue mission.
Okay, Billy. Before we go in, we want to be real careful now. This one seems to be quick and fasted. All right, now. Let's slow this range. And then pounce. Easy. Easy. Boom goes dynamite.
Oh my God! What the f- are you doing? Get your damn hands off of me!
So, ma'am, these young men called us for our services. We're just doing our job.
You see there? At Bitch Be Gone, we're helping the single man fight the good fight against the unwanted. So the next time you fall victim to the advances of a mangy mess of a woman, you know who to call. And remember, at Bitch Be Gone Animal Control, don't be mad. We're just doing our job.
Now I know there's some bitches out there with some nappy-ass talents that need to go get their nails did. At Niecy's Beauty Crib, we'll get your nails right and your hair tight. You want a fake plastic diamond in your nail? Well then, girl, you're gonna get a fake plastic diamond in your nail. Honey, you still walk around with that busted-ass weave? At Niecy's, we fix your hair up like you wouldn't believe. Bitch, You still scaring birds with those nasty pig feet. Don't worry about your budget. At Easties, our prices can't be beat. You may be ugly now, but we'll get you pretty. Come down to Easties on 4th Street, down in Ebo City.
Financing's available, baby, regardless of your credit.
Now, come on, Jimmy. As part of your detention, we're going to do this station ID for this show.
Why, yes, Mr. Mackey. My name is Jimmy Vollmer. You're listening to the Cranial Emission Show. Thank you very much.
Cranial Mission Show. Hanging out here at Garage Studios, Ben Charles, the C-Squared, Caleb Crispy, and the Reverend Joey T. Also a guest appearance from Lou Bob Jenkins, one of our contributors. He's out and about somewhere. I'm sure he'll unfortunately join us at some point. If you want to be a part of the show, you can do so by dialing 813-438-6068. Go to cranialmissions.com. Check us out there. If you like Facebook, like our page there. Facebook.com.
Facebook.
The Cranial Missions Network. Like the goddamn page. Follow us on Twitter at Cranial E. I think I got it all out there. We were teasing before the break. San Fran in the news, as usual, with a lot of their hyper-liberal type of stuff. And principal holding back a student election over diversity concerns.
Yeah, it's a middle school. They held their or they're going to do their student council election, and there's 10 people on there, and they're holding it back because of a lack of racial diversity. There are no African American or Latinos on the board.
Well, you know that's interesting because it didn't stop the Democratic convention or the Democratic
right
primary.
Well, the weird thing is I actually looked up the demographics in a 15-minute drive from this school.
Right.
The 15 minutes away is probably well more than the people that would be there.
Wait, you did research on this show?
I did a little bit. You're raising the bar. It's like 80% white and Asian in that area. Basically speaking, there's less than 10% that are black or Hispanic around this area, which basically means that there's less than 1 out of 10. So if there's 10 people on the board, there's less than 1 out of 10 people that are black or Hispanic. So it's not like it's almost affirmative action. They're saying, well, no, we don't have enough. Well, there's not enough people.
Now when you say on the board, though, you're talking about the student committee, or
No, the ones
you're talking about people actually running?
Yeah, the people that are running.
Okay, okay. So these are people running.
Candidates.
So there's no African American candidates
or Latino
candidates,
right?
And so what they're going
actually
to
it's among the winners.
Oh.
Out of the 10 winners.
Really?
So
So they're going to delay the election and force there to be a nomination of 2 minorities?
That's kind of what they're getting at here.
How come?
So instead of it being the best qualified tenant, it's the least offensive nominated candidate.
Nailed it. Yeah. Which, like I said, looking at the demographics, there's no surprise at all that is the way it is. There's less than 1 out of 10 people that are black, and there's less than 1 out of 10 that are Hispanic. So
and that makes sense. And that makes total sense, but maybe the black and Latino kids just don't want to be dirty politicians. Yeah, maybe they're like, hey, I got something better to do with my time than be a. I mean, did you guys run for any student office?
No.
Yeah, because it was lame, right?
Yeah.
Did you want to be? I didn't want to be on the prom committee. I don't remember any of that stuff being cool.
No,
so
nobody does.
Maybe they don't want to do it, so they're going to make someone run that doesn't want to run.
You know, this
I don't want to be president.
This whole diversity thing. Look, while I applaud what generated the onset of this, it really has gotten out of hand, and it's trickling into so much more than what it was intended for. I have no problem with people demanding equal rights, demanding equal pay and equal opportunity, provided that they're qualified for whatever it is that they're going for. But now it's even trickling into our entertainment, and I speak, as you guys know, I'm a bit of a comic book nerd. And now it's even to a point. Marvel Comics has